Alright, today I'm going to do a video on my carbide lantern I have here. You can see, got it in Colorado. It's pretty nice. Polished up the reflector there nice. How these work is they have water in here, as you can see. And they have a valve right here. When you open that a little bit, water starts to drip out. What that's going to do is it's going to react with this right here, which, put that right there, is calcium carbide. This. When water will hit that rock, it'll turn into acetylene gas and produce a nice bright white flame. Let's try this out. This screws onto here. Sometimes it's kind of a pain because the rock's getting away, but there we go. Make sure that's nice and tight so it seals. Okay, now what we're going to do, I'm going to turn this on. Get my lighter here. Striker does work, but it doesn't light it for some reason. It's not close enough, or I don't know what the story is with that. Alright, let's try it out here. Got to give it a minute to react. There we go. Just got to get a good reaction going here. There we go. See the flames getting brighter now. It's real low. I'll turn it up a little bit. There we go. Wait on it a minute sometimes so that it reacts good. There we go. Now it's starting to react better. Turn it up a little more here. There we go. Now it's really starting to work pretty good. Now these are actually, as you can see, they're actually pretty dang bright. They're about as bright as a mag light. So the miners didn't have it all too bad when back in the 1915, 1912, back then they didn't have it too bad. Because they were using these to see. But nowadays calcium carbide is pretty expensive, $30 a pound. So I don't burn this too often, just every once in a while, just to play around with it a little bit. It's definitely a lot more expensive than batteries for a flashlight, so it is a good source of light though. If you ever need a light and didn't have any batteries, I guess this would be the way to do it. Let me shut some lights off here so you guys can see it when it's a little darker. Put this right here. There we go. Close the blinds here. Alright, now it might be a little bit easier to see just how bright these things really are. That's all light from that. I don't have any lights on back here or anything. So now it's really working good. You can put your finger through there. It's not, I mean, it's a hot flame, but it's not like it's not a high pressure flame. That's about where you want to burn it if you're in a cave or exploring a mine or whatever. Yeah, as you can see, it gives off a pretty bright light. A nice candle colored light. So yeah, it's carbide lantern. This one's about 1920s, early 30s maybe. But yeah, they're a good source of light. This particular model with the big reflector was generally used in coal mines because it has such a large reflector. They needed the extra light. Because if anybody knows anything about, like, if you have a dark painted wall or you're in a real dark area, you know that the darkness really absorbs light well. Like on this wall is white, so it reflects pretty well. But see, if I like shine it at that stereo, it doesn't reflect quite as well. So, do this again. So that's a carbide lantern. Alright, just thought that'd be kind of a cool video. I haven't done any in a while, so enjoy watching and please subscribe.